Hello everyone, this is Abhijit here and from Abhinam Chess Academy. We are with a new video. Today we will be covering a topic called pin. There are two types of pin. One is the absolute pin and one is a relative pin. Today we will be covering a subject of absolute pin. What do you mean by absolute pin? By absolute pin is when any piece is in the standing line, sweeping line or cross line of the king, then it is called a pin, right? Say for example, in this position, if you look at the king and queen are in one line, so can we pin it? Yes, we put the rook. We put the rook in one line and we pin it. So this is called a absolute because now the queen cannot move it from its original place because if you move it, then there is a check. We would be covering more 5-6 uh, examples on it to get you a better understanding of absolute pin. Now let's look at the second puzzle. In this second puzzle, it is black to play, right? I would suggest you to take 2 minutes and think and look for a better move. Okay, in this position, it is not an absolute pin, but if you want to be a good player, then you have to develop the position of a pin and then do the pin. Okay, so here, see, whenever you do any position, there are three choices with you: possible check, possible exchange, and unsupported piece. Here, the possible exchange is queen takes queen, king takes queen, and now the king and rook, they are in the one diagonal. So can we do it? Yeah, the bishop. The queen, rook, and bishop. These are the three pieces that they can do the pin, right? Now let's look at the next puzzle. Now, in this next puzzle, we'll be looking at a very simple pin. We are going to go with the more complex pins later on, but right now let's have 2-3 examples. It looks very simple. Now, rook c1. Once more, you pin the queen because the king and queen are in the one line. Now let's look at the next puzzle. Now, let's look at the puzzle number this. Now, this is a very interesting puzzle. I want you to think for a minute and go for a better move. Okay, now I tell you. Now, black is an interesting move, rook e3. Now, you would be thinking what it is. Now, the rook cannot kill it because there is here the rook is pinned. So, he would take with the knight. So, you can play queen d3 because here there were two pins. Here, the pin is the one rook and second pin is the queen. So, queen d3. And now, you're a piece up. Now, let's look at the last second more examples. Okay, now let's look at this example. This position is uh, done by Troitsky, and it's a very interesting position. First, white plays bishop g2. So black has only one choice to put the bishop, and now white plays queen itself. Now it has developed the double pin this way and this way. Black cannot take the bishop. Maybe if he takes the bishop, the queen is gone, and he cannot take the queen because it's a illegal. So it's a other type of pawn. Now let's look at the last and the most interesting puzzle, which is very different, but it's a long range, and you can use pin in such a big range. I would like you to take 5 minutes, at least 2-3 minutes, to think about this puzzle and go ahead. Okay. Now, first move is b5. What is the threat of b5? That if you play cb5, eh, c6, and this bishop is pinned. Now what is pinned? The bishop is pinned. The bishop cannot move. So b5, cb5, c6. It's gone. So b5, the opponent plays the best move, rook c5. Now white plays bishop h3. Still, first you pin it, and then you win it. Now you have a second pin. So now black tries to stop it. Now white still takes the pawn, so black is compelled to take it. Now white still puts the pressure on the bishop, so black supports it. Now white still goes ahead. Black gets out of the pin, but now the damage is done. Rook takes, bishop takes, and king g4, king a6, king f7, and king f5. And this is a easy king pawn ending. For your example, let's look at, so he goes here, then you go here, he goes here, then the pawn is pushed, he goes here, pawn push, he goes here, pawn push, he goes here, and you win the game. So once more, this looks at this puzzle. This is a very interesting higher level puzzle of pin. The whole concept of having the pin is on this. So b5, rook c5, bishop h3, pawn takes c6, now bishop f5, now king g3, now rook d, rook c, king, 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 opposition, and you win the game. I hope you enjoyed this. Looking at the video of the absolute pin, we would be covering the relative pin in a couple of in the next video. I hope you enjoyed the video. Do like, subscribe, and share. And if you have any inputs, valuable inputs, we will look at. Thank you. Take care. Bye bye.